Good afternoon, everyone. I am Star Master Je-hee.
네, 여러분들 반갑습니다.
Good afternoon, everyone.
무려 2010년에
I was introduced to Atomy in as early as 2010,
실까요? 아닙니다.
but I didn't start the Atomy at that time.
않았습니다.
I didn't even try to hear
이 정보를
and listen to the information.
진심으로
And I want to say you made the right decision to come here, and I hope my message can be very helpful for all of you. Before coming to Atomy, I worked as a programmer for the hospital system in the IT sector. At that time, Korea has grown very fast as an IT powerhouse. So I believe I selected the right job.
했습니다. 프로그래머라는 직업에 대한
And I was very proud of my job as a programmer. I was satisfied. Do you know who are the who are the best potential husbands? They are doctors and lawyers.
무엇이었을까요?
But at the time, what was the best potential husband?
상장되지 않은
Those are the holders of
그게 누구였을까요?
unlisted
네, 바로 제가 거기에 해당됐었습니다.
unlisted
덕택에
company
사 대기업
in the IT sector, and I was one of them. That is why I could marry my wife.
세 딸을 낳고 딸 부자 아빠로서
I couldn't have
누구서도
been married.
큰 부족함 없이 만족하며
And I have 3 daughters, and our family, the yearly income was about $100K.
애터미
And I was introduced to Atomy.
전달받았는데요.
So 14 years ago, which is 2010,
아닙니다.
I got the Atomy skincare, the only model, but I didn't even try to use it. And I was introduced to Atomy. I was told to study the Atomy, but I didn't. And for the 5 years after that, I spent some busy days. But as I was a programmer for the hospital IT system, I had to work 24/7 every day. And it was a weekend. I was receiving a call from my colleague, and my wife said, "You look unhappy while you are receiving the call." And that's when I realized that I am not satisfied with this job anymore. And that's when I decided to change my job. And that's also when my sponsor invited me to SalaryㅅLee, and it was held in Songrisan Mountain. And one night, 2 nights, and one day, I said it's too far away. And my sponsor also said that you will have a shuttle right before your house. So
만을 위해서 버스 대절한 줄 알고
I said yes, mistakenly thinking that my sponsor rent the bus only for me, but it was not.
그런데 웬걸요? 그 버스에는요.
And I realized that there were a lot of people on the bus, shuttle bus,
만원 버스가 되더라고요.
and the bus was packed with a lot of people. And I saw a long line
한 시간 동안
before the seminar venue, and I waited 1 hour to have the lunch.
그런데 갑자기요. 줄 서 있는 사람들 중에서 환호하는 감격
And I heard people screaming.
을 쫓아가는 것이에요.
And later on, I realized that that's the scream from Atomians following Chairman Park Han-gil. And I was wondering
내용이 잘 기억나지 않습니다.
whom he is, but I could not really remember
적인 분위기
the lecture content. But I still vividly remember the passion, the so many people there, and the life scenario that I wrote that night after going back to my hotel.
제게 애터미 사업을
Of course, I became very curious about the business, but I didn't start the business right away. And later on, I heard that my sponsor is earning more than $20K every month. So my wife recommended me to study more. So I visited a seminar in Seoul, and there was a successful leader who became very successful and gave us a lecture. And he talked about a wild pig. A lot of hunters try to hunt the pigs, and they separated, they spread. And those who didn't really see the wild pig in person, they left and they gave up. But those who saw the wild pigs in person didn't give up, and they succeeded in their hunting. And the leader was confident about the business, and that's how he started the business. But for me, I didn't really do my research, and I didn't start the business. And the story encouraged me to study more about Atomy. And I compared programming and Atomy. At the time, I did the development, design, training, and after service, all of those things alone. But for Atomy, all you need to do is to just invite people. So I realized that what I should do in Atomy is a lot easier than what I am doing as a programmer. And that's when I started researching on Atomy to figure out the technology ingredients of Atomy product. And I get a cold very frequently, but after having hemoheme for a long period of time, I got a better immune system. I became healthier, and my skin is very dry, and my skin easily get red and itchy. But the body lotion has a very natural, plant-based, nature-based, patented ingredient, and I use the lotion together with Acne Clear Spot Solution, and I got a synergy effect. And that's when I started introducing these products to my friends with confidence, in a very confident way. And my sponsor told me, you should not skip SalaryㅅLee, and 4 months later, I could invite my friends to seminar, and I became the Diamond Master 8 months later. Thank you for your big hand. After becoming the Diamond Master, I felt that I was faced with a limitation, and I thought, if my wife can do it together with me, I can accelerate the business growth. And I asked her to take a childcare leave and help me for this business, but she refused because she was earning more money than me. And I made one more suggestion. I said, I will do all the house chores, laundry, cleaning, and the childcare will also be done by myself. And she said yes. And that's when I started Atomy business together with my wife. My strategy was to create the list with my wife. My wife became the executive. Our strategy is that my wife becomes executive of the school parent team. Actually, both of us were working, so we didn't really have any kind of time to exchange with other parents. She asked those parents to come to my lecture, saying that there's no much audience for my husband's lecture, but the parents for my biggest daughter used to have a prejudice about the network marketing. So she rejected it for 1 year, but later on she fell in love with Absolute. And one parent introduced her friend to this business, and that friend became the leader. And one of them became the master, and one other became the Sharon's master. I have 3 daughters, but if I have 6 daughters, that might make me an imperial master. But I am very satisfied with my 3 daughters. And also, those who are living in Changdong in Seoul area joined my team, and at first they just ordered only one product each. So in order to save the delivery shipping fee, I sent all the products to one house, and other people came to the house to receive the product, and that naturally became a home meeting. And we started with only 5 people, but it increased to 30 people. And after finishing the meeting in Changdong area, while going back to Uijeongbu, my home, when I was heard that there was more people coming, so I went back to Changdong area, and sometimes I had to go back to the area for 6 times. That means I could create a lot of new customers, and it was very interesting. And one of my partners is the one who used to be the #1 insurance seller, and at first she was not interested, but one time I heard that she broke her leg, and I took this opportunity to introduce the business to her, and she realized that the Atomy business is a passive income business, and now she is a Sharon's master. And one of her friends is also a programmer with 3 daughters, and he is living in Brazil. So as we are both programmers, so I invited him to my business presentation, and he is running a Atomy education center in Brazil, and he got a consumer group in Bolivia and Peru, and he's also very passionate for his global business. And here's one more important thing. The first example is 181 levels from me, and the third daughter parent 217 level from me, and the first daughter parent is 252 levels from me. And thanks to them, I joined the Leaders Club. I could have not joined Leaders Club if the limitation is 100 or 150 levels. But Atomy recognizes unlimited levels, so I am here. And I spent only 6 years to earn the yearly income as a programmer, which took me 20 years. And now I don't have to work 24/7. and I am time free right now. As a programmer, I had to go anywhere whenever there's a problem with the programs.
관리해주는 병원이 많아지면
So as I have more and more hospitals, things became harder for me to manage. But how about Atomy? Atomy already has this system in place.
소비자가 늘어나고
As consumers increase, as the number of consumers increase, as the Atomy lovers increases, you will have a great partner who are even better at explaining the business than you, and you will have great leaders who are even better than you. And by working together with them, the entire team can have greater compensation, and my work became easier and easier. And my wife quit the job, and we are working together for the Atomy business.
아 그런데요. 스타마스터
And I am Star Master right now.
집안일을 다시 하고
But my wife doesn't really say she will take the house chores back from me. So it's still me who is doing the house chores. Am I doing right?
여자 사장님들만
Okay.
대답하신 것 같습니다.
I think only the ladies are saying yes.
이 자리를 빌어서 아내에게 말하고 싶습니다.
I want to tell my wife
이렇게 제가 부탁해서 지금까지 하고 있는 게 아니라 제가 좋아서 하고 있다고.
I am actually enjoying the house chores.
애터미는 정말 빠른 속도로 모든 것이
Atomy
진행된 기업이
has grown very fast.
제가 만약
Everything has become verified in a very fast pace.
간다면 제 스스로에게
If I go back to 2010, when I was first introduced to Atomy,
말하고 싶습니다.
I would tell me, just listen, try and listen.
내가 하면
And you can
마음을
try and listen
직접
and open your heart,
보시기 바랍니다.
and you can verify the business by yourself.
않는다면
And if you are confident and if you don't give up, then I believe your future will definitely become different.
이제희였습니다.
Thank you, everyone.